a storm all day. We've been doing all kinds of barbecue. We have the cooker loaded. We have injected it. We have rubbed it. We've got it wrapped out there now. So now it's time to make a couple of sauces. The first sauce that I'm going to make is a North Carolina style vinegar-based sauce, which the way I make it from over in Tennessee, we call it firewater. Okay. And this is a super easy, very simple sauce. It only has a very few ingredients, and it goes together in no time. This is actually the one that my kids and I, well, actually, to tell the truth, we use both a sweet and sticky Memphis style sauce, but we also use the firewater just kind of at the table. This is incredible on, well, about anything. But we like it most on pulled pork sandwiches. So I've got about half a cup of just plain old ketchup. And then I'm going to add to that, where to put it, about a tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons of honey. 1, 2. This is just going to round out some of the spicy and sharp that we're going to put in there in a minute. But I'm also going to use a little bit of brown sugar. I'd say that's about a tablespoon. I'm going to give it 1 more. Because here is what I'm doing next. We have crushed red pepper flake. If I can get the top off. There we go. Now, this is the point where you can do as much or as little as you'd like. If you want to add a little bit of cayenne, if you want to add a lot of cayenne, that's fine. I would start with a 1/4 teaspoon and then kind of let it sit and develop its flavors and go up by then. I'm actually taking this home to my kiddos, some of whom can't handle the heat yet. You have to train them. So I'm putting about a teaspoon of crushed red pepper flake in there, which is a lot, especially by the time it sits for an hour or two and that capsaicin develops out of there. But just as important, I think, as the red pepper is a good solid shot. It's a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of plain old black pepper. And our final ingredient is where we're eyeballing it, is the apple cider vinegar. That's about half a cup. That gives us a 50-50 ratio of ketchup to vinegar. I'm going to go a little bit stronger. So maybe 3/4 of a cup, my best guess. So this gets a good solid shake. And this stuff is pretty thin, so I like to put it in flip top bottles. Daryl, you don't mind if I took your bottle out of there, do you?
No, go ahead.
All right, so then we taste it, make sure we've got a balance there that we like. Woo! Yeah, that gets you ready here. So we're going to set this aside and let those flavors start coming together. Now we're going to make a more traditional sticky sweet sauce. And over here, all I have is about half an onion. And I'm going to add 1 can of tomato sauce. This is entirely up to you all, what you like and what your preferences are. And I'm going to use honey because I have it. However, a more traditional thing to do is molasses. Get the unsulfured. I'm going to use a lot of honey. We like this sweet. Because what's going to happen, we're going to put this on the ribs at the end of the cooking time. We're going to let it caramelize up. It's going to get nice and sticky. That's the stuff that drips down your chin and gets on your elbows if you've done a good job. And I'd say probably half a cup as well. That's probably more like 3/4, isn't it? All right, let's give it a cup. Cup of brown sugar. Now that's awfully sweet. That's fine. We're going to add some things to give it some roundness and some balance. So with that onion, we've got the honey, we've got the brown sugar, and the tomato sauce. Now we're going to add a little bit of plain black pepper. Not too much, because we want the tomato, maybe a 1/4 teaspoon. And we do want a good hit of garlic powder. Let's see, 1.5 teaspoons. We have onion in there, but I like the roundness that comes when you add onion powder as well. So we're going to do a teaspoon there. And I have kosher salt. teaspoon. And we're going to taste this and adjust it for salt and pepper. But at this point, while the last of our ribs and our pulled pork and our brisket and everything else finishes off, I'm going to let this simmer, and it's going to sit here and work its magic and get happy. Believe it or not, well, I'm going to see what happens in a few minutes. I may add a little more honey to that. The honey doesn't quite come through. So this is just going to simmer down, get nice and happy, and we'll come back to it. Wasn't that easy?
That was easy. Didn't take but 2 seconds.
This is the one we like on brisket too.
And that's more of a vinegar.
This is a vinegar stick, yeah. Whew. That's less black pepper than I normally put in at home.
Mm-hmm.
If I put too much in, Joey can't eat it.
Okay. So is that the 2 sauces you're gonna do?
That's it.
Okay.
Just let this one cook down.
Okay.
How much longer do you think we got out there?
Probably about an hour. Both.
All right. That's too hot to give them.
Needs to cool down a little bit, don't
Hmm?
it? Needs to cool down.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull them apart and let them cool off a little bit.
Isn't that magic to stick them out there in that big cooker? Next thing you know, boom, it's all done.
I know.
It's like that.